For joining OMNIS Creative Arts Cook With Me session. I'm joined by my daughter. And her name is
Layla Simone.
This is Layla Simone, and she's going to help me make a delicious, healthy tea. This tea is unique because we're going to add some turmeric, some ginger, and as the base, you can use any type of green tea that you like. But what's most important about this tea tonight, like I said, is the ginger and the turmeric. Ginger and turmeric, each individually on their own, they're very good for digestion. If you're having any issues with high blood pressure, diabetes, any type of anemias, especially for men who may have been diagnosed with prostate cancer, turmeric is a very good spice. Now tonight I don't have the fresh herb for the turmeric like I have with the ginger, but I'm going to use a dry powder. So if you have a dry powder turmeric, it works just as well as the fresh. You're going to get a better flavor if you use the fresh turmeric, but it's okay, use what you have. I usually use my turmeric when I'm making my yellow rice. Turmeric is known as like the Indian saffron. It's a very, very well-used spice by a great deal of Indian and African cultures. So I invite you to start sprinkling a little bit of this in all of your dishes.
Yay!
What else can I say that's really great about turmeric?
Mix it up.
Yeah, you're right. You can actually use this on your skin. You can put a little, you can use it like a lotion. It stains almost everything it touches, so you need to be careful. If your children have eczema, my daughter has eczema, so if sometimes she'll get a little spot on her face or her legs, you can rub a little bit on their skin, and it's very healing for that dry skin. Not right now. We're going to focus, and so we can wrap this up quickly, so anyone who may need to watch this can have this information. Also for your children, turmeric is great with helping them relax. If anyone in your family or you personally may have been diagnosed with any type of mental or emotional distress, or I don't want to say disability, but if you have been, if your children have been diagnosed with any type of emotional behavior disorders, adding turmeric to their food, letting that turmeric, the aroma of the turmeric travel through the home, is very uplifting. It will wipe out depression. And you see, I don't know if you can see my daughter's shirt today.
No zone.
Now, what does that mean? Because they recently shot a video that's going to be aired on America's Got Talent. Yeah, that's the name of the show. It's a bully prevention video that her school shot. And they did a professional recording. It's very important that children who feel as if they've been bullied, if they have any self-doubt about the way they look, about the way they communicate with others, sometimes, you know, they need that upliftment. If you can add the turmeric to their food or make the tea that has the turmeric in it, it'll actually uplift their spirits as well. Okay. This is what the tea looks like at the end when we finish making it. So I'm going to get started and go ahead and show you how I made this. First ingredient, you're definitely going to take, you get my measuring cup, big girl, it's over there, right there in the dishwasher. I forgot to bring it, I'm sorry. I'll start with the ginger first. You want to take your fresh ginger, especially if you can get it organic. If not, just peel off those outer skins. Now, you can use a potato peeler like I'm peeling. You don't need a lot of ginger. You can break off a little piece if you want and just let that steep in the water. You don't have to peel off the skins. I personally just like to peel them off myself. I like the aroma that it gives my whole kitchen whenever I start chopping these up. Yes, you can. Okay? Now, I'll let her continue peeling the ginger, but I wanted to show you how to start with the turmeric. If you're using a powdered turmeric, then take about a teaspoon. And I don't want to drop this directly down into the bottom of my container, so I'm going to add a little liquid so it doesn't stick. If you're using the fresh ginger, make sure you wear gloves. It will stain your hands. The powdered ginger will stain your hands as well, but at least with the powder, it's easy to use like a measuring spoon. Okay, and that's just my turmeric. If you want more, you can add more, but that's about all that I use. Okay, now I have some fresh orange slices. Just pick an orange. You can squeeze your orange juice if you want, or if you want to just add your slices. By adding your slices directly into your water, you're not only getting the benefits of the actual juice in the orange, the outer peel of the orange, you're getting that essential oil, which is almost more important, that essential oil in the orange peel, than that juice itself. It contains much more vitamin C in that peel. So you definitely want to use organic vegetable fruit if you're going to use that peel. Okay, you don't want any pesticides or anything on your fruit. Still wash it very well. Now what I did, and I'm not going to show you tonight because it's kind of late and I need my daughter to go to bed and wake up on time. I peeled the orange so you can see I still have a lot of that white pith, it's called a pith, still on the orange. This is a very good source of phytonutrients as well. So you don't want to cut all of that off. You actually want to save some of that. And what I do, I will take my blender, put that in my blender, and I'll do the same thing with my lime. I have a lime. I did cut some slices of the lime. I'm going to drop down in there. And I'm going to show you how easy it is just to peel that, that lime so that you can keep some of the white pith on. If you want to use the potato peeler for this, you can use the potato peeler as well. But just don't cut down too deep. You want to keep as much of that white part on as you can. And once you get that peeled, just drop it down into your blender. I'm using my NutriBullet tonight. I also have my Vitamix, which makes very large batches of my drinks. Okay, big girl, that's good. I only needed a little piece. She's trying to gnaw my little ginger down to nothing. So what I usually do is I'll take my Vitamix or my NutriBullet. I love both. There's a big price difference, but at the same time, you have a lot more variety with the Vitamix than the NutriBullet. But work within your budget of what you need to get started, and then if you want to work your way up later to buying or investing in a Vitamix, you can do that. If you need the NutriBullet right now, stick with that. That's what I started with. Okay, so I have my ginger, I have my orange, I have my lime. If you want, you can add a little bit of cinnamon. Cinnamon is very good as well for inflammation. All of these herbs that I'm using tonight is great for digestion. And women, as soon as we hit age 30 or over, we produce less of those enzymes to help us break down the food. So we definitely need that. So if you want to add a little cinnamon, go ahead and add your cinnamon. My tea base. I like to use fresh herbs of green tea. These I got fresh from Truly Living Well Garden right here in Atlanta, Georgia. And it's a holy basil, or the other one is a lemon balm. If you do not have fresh herbs for your tea, I like using essential oils. It must be a very high quality essential oil if you're going to ingest it. You only need a drop. If you're going to make a pitcher of the tea, you're going to make a larger pitcher. You may want to use 2 drops, but you really need only 1. It's so powerful and strong. When you put it to your nose, you instantly know I have a good high quality essential oil. This is peppermint oil, 1 drop. Like I said, very invigorating, very soothing to the stomach if you have any gas. Yes, you needed this, don't you? You need it, son. Like I said, with my honey, I'm going to add probably, and it's to your taste, but I do want to encourage you, use just enough honey to actually sweeten it. You do not want to overly sweeten with the honey. You definitely want to use natural sugars. If you don't have honey, agave, stevia, coconut nectar, those are all very good sweeteners. I encourage you to decrease the white sugar in your diet, that processed white sugar. You definitely want your glycemic level to be at a steady rate. You do not want it to spike, and that's what white sugar does. If you're diabetic and you're using something like the agave, it's not going to make your blood sugar go up so quickly. It's going to rise slowly, so that way your body can use the sugar properly. Okay? All right, well, that's about it. That's really it. After I take my boiling hot water, because after you blend these things up, and like I said, I already put some here in the pitcher, but you see all the fruit that's at the bottom? And I'm going to show you what it looks like when you pour it into your teapot. And I have like a little strainer. You can see all of the orange, all of the pieces of ground up ginger, all of the pieces of any of that fruit that was left over after I put it in the Vitamix. I strained it. But still, when it comes out, you're going to have a little bit of, you see the turmeric, you see some of the ginger, you see some of the orange. It's still a little bit there. So make sure if it settles, you're going to shake it up. Now my tea is red because I used some hibiscus. I said you can use any tea as your base. I do recommend peppermint if it's late at night because it's soothing to the stomach. Hibiscus is one of my favorites, so I use that. My children think they're drinking Kool-Aid or something, so that's why. She grabbed her cup. It's too late for you to have tea. Don't want any accidents tonight. But thank you so much for joining us. If you have any questions, please post them, and I will respond to you directly. I know I didn't give a lot of exact measurements tonight, but according to what you are using, like the size of your container, you want to start off with small amounts and build up the flavors. I want to encourage you to use the turmeric, but this is my disclaimer. If you have been diagnosed in the past with kidney stones, or you have a family history of kidney stones, or you're on medication for kidney stones, you definitely want to research a safe amount of the turmeric for you to use, because if you're using the turmeric in your drinks and you're using the turmeric in your foods, you could be borderline with overdosage of the turmeric. So start out with low amounts. See how your body responds to it. See how you like the taste. Stop mimicking me, and let us know how it works for you. Have a great night.
Bye.